Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Sam Livecast.
What day
Friday.
is that?
I had to think for a second. It's
Jeez.
Friday.
Come on, it's a
It's
special
good, right?
occasion.
The day's
Yeah.
flying.
Last
man.
day of the week. Last day of the week.
We got some friends in studio today.
We got some friends in studio today. We'll talk about them in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I put
easy on the heels
whoa,
there,
whoa,
Mom.
whoa. Yeah, was it?
You can
Mom?
hear her clicking. Yeah.
It's like the Gestapo over there. We were out.
There's nothing wrong with loud shoes.
We went for a walk the other night, and God, just waking up people.
Did you hear that? He goes, "There's nothing wrong with loud shoes." Slappy here.
Slappy.
And what'd you call her when she walked in today?
I said she looked like Indiana Jones. Is she back there?
No.
she's
Oh,
not.
she left.
She
Kel,
won't.
come here. Let's see you. She won't.
Oh,
do it.
she's over it.
She's not going to do it. Come, I want to see your Indiana Jones look.
Just come into the.
Come on, Indy.
Come into the
right here.
archway. We can see her really quick. Oh, there she is. She's
There
Indy.
she is. Come all the way. Come all the way. There
Indiana
you go.
Jones.
I'm telling you, it's Indiana Jones.
Don't be mean to her.
I'm not being mean.
She looks great.
What are you doing?
What are you
Should
gonna
I show the boots?
Oh, nice.
Okay, I know. Nobody said anything about height.
Really cute.
Everybody said everything about them being freaking noisy.
Slippers on.
Thank you.
All right.
Like a
Food.
Gestapo goose stepping down the Breinshacht. I don't know what that. What are they? What was the
I don't know what you just said.
I
Nuremberg?
know.
What's the Rheinhuschen? I don't know what it's called. So I put a thing. I made a steak for Kelly the other night, and while it was cooking, I was so excited about the sound of it. What's that movie? I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah.
Here it is right here.
What is that? What movie was that? Listen, everybody listen.
Oh, you wanted sound.
Sound.
Okay, you didn't specify that.
We'll
part.
bring it back with the sound.
What has to happen?
Connections have to be made.
Oh my God. I'm cooking the steak. It sounds amazing. It smells amazing. And I video this that you're about to hear and see again. I put it on Facebook and I go, something like whatever, nothing like a steak in a cast iron pan. Favorite way to cook a steak. And a whole bunch of people jumped on Facebook and they were like, no, got to be on the grill. You're.
Shh. Oh, we are not getting anything. Look at that.
There it is.
Look at that. A bunch of people jumped on Facebook and said, no, you're making a mistake. It's got to be on the grill. Those lines give flavor. That's true. The lines give flavor. But think about it. In between the lines, there is no flavor. The cast iron pan is completely flat. The whole thing sears. It's unbelievable. And by the way, I don't know where you live. Well, I was going to say you can't always cook outside here. That's actually quite not true. You can always cook outside here because it's San Diego. But our guest is from Silver Lake, Michigan. It's how many degrees? Minus 50. You think she's going outside and cooking a steak on the barbecue? No. Cast iron pan is the way to go. That's what we're going to show you how to cook today.
Hell yes.
And I got a giant-ass bone-in ribeye.
That's
to
been
use as an
defrosting
example.
for like 7 hours.
7 hours. Oh, my God.
It's
No,
like
not
this
that long.
thick, so just
It's
get
ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. But it's great. I think it's important that you know how to do this.
ready. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Have we never done this straight up?
I don't know with
Done.
this emphasis and what our guest brings to the party today is the perfect thing to use with the cast iron ribeye because that's all I used on the filet I did for Kelly. Doesn't like a ribeye. It's too fatty.
Wait, just to go back to the
Yeah.
people who went on Facebook and said that you were doing it all wrong.
Yeah.
I'd be really curious to see the demographic breakdown. Where do you think that the people in New York are going to look at that and say, "What are you doing? That's not a way to cook a steak." I think that the people in the cold weather might look at that like it's much more acceptable than somebody who grew up in Southern California.
I would say that any of you know what you might have a point there. I would say that any of the great steakhouses that you're used to going to, they cook in a similar way to this. They're cooking in ovens like Ruth's Chris. I don't know what the other ones do. I know Ruth's Chris cooks in ovens that are 1,800 degrees. It's like a broiler. It's ridiculous. It's not this like a barbecue thing. Surely there's going to be places in Texas that cook their steaks on a big open grill, fire pit sort of thing like that. And don't write and say, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I know those places exist. I'm saying fairly straight ahead steakhouses, Ruth's Chris, Morton's. What's that joint in New York called?
Peter Luger's.
Peter Luger's. How do they cook their steaks? I think it's the same way. I think it's that kind of system. I
So-
may be wrong. All I'm trying to do today is open your mind a little bit. That's all.
So let's find out right now where Derek Gallego is from.
There you
because
go.
This is how steak should be cooked, Sam.
Look, I understand that, but that
Can we
looks like
click on his name and see if
that
it
looks like a
tells us
personal
where?
grill to me. You know why? You see the rack above? Go back. You see that little rack above?
Yes.
That wouldn't be in a restaurant kitchen. That little rack is for like warming potatoes,
Yes.
bread, that kind of
Your
thing.
home grill.
Your home grill. That rack I take off as soon as I get a grill. I don't use that thing. I'm not saying it's bad to have it there, Derek. I'm just saying it's not what I do. I went to China Max for dim sum. In 2 days.
Oh, wait, sorry, just to go back really
whoa,
quick. He's
whoa,
from San
whoa.
Diego, California. That kind of supports what I was thinking.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. I'm just saying, I think you should try it. It's an interesting way. It's not complicated. You can do it all inside. And by the way, cast iron pans are amazing for so many things. I use mine for all kinds of stuff, especially things when I'm doing like group kind of stuff and I want to bring something out to the table. Nothing looks better really than a cast iron pan for serving stuff.
That's true.
The blue macaroni and blue cheese with bacon and onion that's on the website cookingguy.com. Go to the recipes, type in MAC, and that recipe will come up. Is amazing. It's especially amazing served in that. We probably got a picture of the macaroni and cheese, Lynn,
Somewhere.
made from the live cast in that pan. Probably. Who knows?
I've noticed a lot of restaurants that are serving with cast iron pans.
It's
like
great.
Something like Huevos Rancheros and a little
Exactly.
cast iron guy. I love that.
Hey, we ate at a restaurant the other night. They had soft polenta served in this thing. Hold on. This exact little Staub pot.
Oh, it's like the little mini stobs.
It's a little mini Staub.
Love
right?
those,
Little cast
yes.
iron thing, right? They served the polenta in this.
That is a cool thing.
And it was really good.
Check.
Really good.
Yeah.
I went to China Max for dim sum yesterday. Mm-hmm. Have you been, Lynn, for dim sum?
I've never been to China Max, period.
China, you got to go.
I know it's your favorite place, and I've been trying to find a
Well,
really
you know
good-
what? I mean, I love Emerald too. Emerald is like has a soft spot in my heart because we've been going there since we came to San Diego, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Went to China Max, hadn't been there for dim sum for a while. They do what's called Hong Kong style, no cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
Sushi menu.
Sushi menu, exactly. One of these, two of these, lo mai gai, chasu bao, hum soi go, that kind of thing. It was amazing.
I
It
gotta go,
was
man.
so good. And by the way, 1 week today, bing, Chinese New Year. Gang hei fa choi.
Oh.
Yeah.
We will end next week with Chinese New Year. We will begin the week with Super Bowl food.
Yes.
You know what we're making Monday?
What?
Should I tell you? Team food.
Team
Oh.
food.
Team food. So Monday, we'll be making
Something from Denver?
Denver omelet-ish nachos. You know what a Denver omelet is?
It's an omelet with corn,
No.
Southwest salsa. No, I'm messing this up.
You don't know. You're
I
just
don't
making
know.
this shit up. And now
You know
you're
we can all
guessing.
hear you,
No.
right?
Green onion.
I'm talking to Mom.
Wait,
Sorry.
do you guys want to have a little side conversation?
Sorry.
Lynn and I will wait. Go ahead. We don't have to worry about doing the show. Go
I
ahead.
like Max actually
Work it all
pulls
out
the
with your
mic
mother
over
and
while
then
he's
deal
while
with
he's
it.
talking.
What's going on in there?
I was just telling her that we can all hear her talking in the laundry room right there. Or maybe just me.
Maybe you could. I couldn't hear.
Okay, go ahead.
Green pepper diced.
Oh.
Onion diced.
Tomato dice?
Nope. Ham is the important ingredient in that, and then some cheeses.
I'm glad we're not making anything out of Bronco.
So we're going to be turning that. We're going to be turning a Denver omelet into nachos.
Wow.
Ish. Thank
All
you very
right.
much. And then Wednesday show will be some fish thing because of Seattle,
Okay.
who I now can't stand because of that one guy's arrogant attitude after the game. What's his name, Max?
Richard Sherman.
The guy, Richard Sherman, that did this
Hey, you've been
choke.
you should read all the articles on Richard Sherman right now. I think you're missing a lot of the discussion.
Why?
It's a big debate about
Look,
whether,
I understand. Look, here's what I get. I get that football players at that moment are filled with giant amounts of testosterone. I get that there was some history between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand that level of just
Arrogance?
sheer arrogance. It's one thing to say, great play, we love it, we won, whatever, all that kind of stuff. But when he takes it to that level, that's when I get pissed off. And I'm not competitive like that. I am on certain on levels, but that kind of level, that's what pissed me off.
You know who's not arrogant?
The choking thing? What was that? They choked? I choked them? What does that mean? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Let's continue moving along.
Let's get our guest.
Yes.
Because this is interesting. Okay, headphones off. Those come here, new ones.
So anticlimactic.
It was. Wait, did you have something you want
You're
to
just
say?
We have some awesome friends here today.
We
Welcome
do.
our
Wait.
beautiful.
Now here she comes. She's going to sit down. Hey, Nina.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nina McKeough from M Salts in Michigan. Thank you.
Yeah.
From Silver Lake, where it's minus
Spring Lake.
Spring Lake. I screwed up. Spring Lake.
Spring Lake.
It's still fucking cold.
It's really
Damn cold there. Okay, so let me get this. I'll get those other ones in a minute. This is called M Salt. So, as happens from time to time, I get emails from companies like peddling their wares. Would you be interested in trying this? Blah, blah, blah. And I don't really give a S about Why didn't I? I just said fuck a minute ago. Now I'm scared to say shit. We've gotten a couple emails lately from people saying, you know what, if you talked a little cleaner, then all the kids would be able to watch.
My kids can watch.
I got to think about that for a minute. Well, maybe today won't be the show. Anyway, so I get this email from these guys saying, hey, we've got this product, blah, blah, blah. Would you like to try it? And I don't know what made me say yes, but I said yes. And so then the thing came in the mail. And there was a 1 pound bag of it like this. Here's what it says. M Salt, enhancing life one taste bud at a time. And I don't know if I was intrigued that that's what it said, if I was intrigued that it came from some little place in Michigan and a little company and small family thing and whatever. But I said, yes, I'll try it. I say no to most of these things because I know what they want. They want some promotion, of course, right? It's just natural. It's what everybody wants in this world. You want some level of promotion. So the stuff comes, right? And the bag comes and I take it out and I smell it. I go, it's actually
It's in the pot.
in this. And I smell it and I go, oh, it smells interesting. So now I start using it. And I'm like, it's pretty interesting. If you see it, it's black and you can see the little black and white flecks. Clearly salt, clearly pepper. And the rest, I don't know. I'm getting garlic in here. It says a secret blend, classified collection of salt, herbs, and spices mixed to perfection. I would argue it's mixed to perfection. I love it. My nephew Mark came over. We were using it that night. He was like, I love this. It comes in a fancy little Italian glass. What are these things called?
Spring top
glass jar. Mark went home with this one.
And that has a half a pound in it, which
Half
is
a pound.
deceiving.
It is deceiving. It's half of this thing. So anyway, I said I love this stuff. I wrote back. I said I love it. And you said, or somebody, oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. Somebody said you got to seal these things better. Somebody said you're going to be out here on the West Coast. And I said, well, come to the live cast and talk to us. So welcome.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you.
Not in
Nice to
minus
have you here.
15.
It's not minus 15. Look at the doors open. It's a nice day outside.
You can hear the birds.
You hear the birds. I spilled a lot of this salt. All right. I need to know the story of this because I'm really kind of intrigued by it.
The story is my old partner.
Yep.
It's her family recipe. Aunt Emmeline. It's actually not M for Michigan.
Oh, it's not.
No.
I assumed it was.
A lot
And how
of
do you
people
spell Emmeline? Isn't it with an E?
It's EM,
Yeah.
but
Shouldn't it be E salt then?
well, no.
Okay, doesn't matter.
But being from Michigan,
That makes
the
sense.
M, this is like the University of Michigan M, and we're like, no.
Oh.
But so it was her family recipe. She used to make it in baggies and give it away.
Yep.
And I was on a trip somewhere, and some guy said, "Oh, you're from Spring Lake? Oh, M Salt. I know M Salt." And I went, "Oh my gosh, we have to start bottling this."
So you told her.
Yeah, we were actually at her house down by the lake having a campfire, and I just said, "We have to start bottling this. We have to form a company and bottle it." So 3 of us started,
Yep.
and
So were you making it at that point?
we were making it in my kitchen.
Seriously. So you're just buying the ingredients, putting them together, and it's just hand mixing, or is there blenders involved?
No,
or there's,
like
it's just this.
Mary Lou, my old,
Yeah.
whose family recipe this is, was
Just literally doing that.
mixing it.
And you're bagging it or you're jarring it or
we
something?
were jarring it, but
These?
I would in this jar.
This kind of jar.
Yeah, I was labeling it. She was mixing it. We were
Right.
filling it. We are licensed by the Department of Agriculture, but I don't think they knew we were making it in the kitchen. But
You don't make it in the kitchen anymore?
no,
Okay.
no,
good.
no, no.
Yeah.
I have a co-packer and
Yeah.
blend about 1,000 pounds at a time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Co-packer, for people that don't know, is a business that takes your product and does it all according to health regulations and all that stuff in a professional facility with the warehouse and all the machinery and all that
And
stuff.
they wear the white suits.
They wear the
and
white suits. Right,
yep.
right.
And then, so they bottle it, label it, put it in cases.
Seal it and whatever.
Yeah. So, but, so that's really how it started by it just is such a great product that I just said, we've got to sell this.
Yeah.
We've got to sell it. So we did.
And so how long has that been now?
It's been about 6 years.
Yeah.
And we're both moms.
Yep. So
It's never really been full time. And now that I'm on my own and I have 4 teenagers, it's slowly kind of creeping. its way.
How hard is it to get a product out in the supermarket shelves?
It's tough. It's really tough. Yeah.
Have you faced they want money for placements?
No.
You haven't had that yet.
Fortunately, we have customers going to their grocery store saying,
Asking.
Yeah.
Can we get this here?
"Not yet."
Not yet.
I came in October
Yeah.
to visit a friend that moved here and met my friend Wendy, who now reps it in
Yeah.
this area, and we're just trying now to get it out. And we have this jar comes in a gift set,
Mm-hmm.
and she sold 50 of those in like 3 days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Sounds like Shark Tank. Boys, you think it sounds like Shark
It
Tank?
kind of does, yeah.
Doesn't it? You ever
Oh,
think about
yeah.
going on Shark Tank?
I know a lot of people say it. We're not there yet. We're not.
Because to me, it sounds like 50 in 3 days. Like they would be like this. Yeah, so big deal.
Yeah.
Come back when you sold 5,000 in 3 days, and then we'll put. You
Right.
sound like you're not quite a business yet.
Well,
I'm out.
We're just not. We're just not at, I think, the numbers they need. And
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying that's what they might say.
Right,
They might
right,
say,
right.
and I don't know what your numbers are. I'm not asking you to.
I don't know.
to tell
I've
me.
seen some pretty bad stuff on Shark Tank.
Terrible stuff on Shark
For
Tank.
sure, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I said this to you, and you. By the way, we should probably clarify. You are not paying me to say any of this.
No.
Well, wait. Why the hell not? Actually, you should be.
Yeah. Well,
We'll talk about that later.
Well, if she
I
is,
s-
we're not seeing any of the cut.
We'll
back.
get
That's
paid
right.
in
Nobody's-
salt. We're getting paid in salt.
you are actually.
What was I going to say?
But you
I
said-
said to you, if you could only have one seasoning, that should be the one. And I'm not making that shit up.
I know, and that's going to be viral.
Because as good as salt is by itself, and clearly important, and look at, I was just given this book, Salted,
Yeah.
which talks about all those fancy salts.
But salt
Pink
is
Himalayan
salt,
and the gray
isn't
salts.
it?
This by itself, Kelly's steak, the filet that I made you the other night, how good was that filet?
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
And that's all it had on it.
You were all excited to tell me that.
I was all excited. And I mean, I cooked it really well that day, I have to say. But you know what I did? I know I have trouble cooking Kelly steaks because she likes them a little bit more cooked than I do.
Well, that's the same.
And I try and go to 130 degrees. Mm-hmm. I find it a little tough just to do that with my hands. I've got a great thermometer, an excellent instrument that I use. 130 degrees, I pull it out. Kelly always, it's not quite there. I said, and I was only making one steak for her. I was having something else. I said, I'm going to go to 135 degrees. Nailed the 135, let it rest a couple minutes, cut into it. Absolutely perfect. And the taste was delicious. And this was the only thing that was on it.
Yep. It's made me a good cook.
And now, wait a second. This is also gluten-free.
Yep.
Is salt gluten-free? Regular salt?
I would imagine
Yeah.
so.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But a lot of blends
Yes.
have additives.
I see.
And
I
fillers.
see. I see.
and,
Okay. So here's a question that I'm going to guess you. I don't know if you can answer this. This is kosher,
Yes.
but not kosher for Passover. Do you know the difference? Because I'm Jewish and I don't.
You know what? It's interesting. I just had a customer call me,
And say,
said, "Where's the symbol?"
Yeah, the little P.
No.
Oh, the K.
The K.
The K
no,
in the circle.
The K.
P is parv.
Yeah.
K is kosher.
But the rabbi,
U.
the rabbi who blesses the facility and
Yeah.
the ingredients has a symbol. Each rabbi has a different symbol, and there's no symbol.
Because there's not a rabbi?
No. There was. He just didn't tell us
Oh.
because this was all new.
So are you saying if the rabbi symbol was on here, it would be kosher for Passover?
It is kosher because then he's from Chicago.
I know.
and
I guess my question is, what's the difference between being kosher and kosher for Passover? I don't know.
don't know.
Well, I'm.
And I was
guessing-
going to say you wouldn't know because you're blonde. And before people yell at
Well,
me,
wait.
it had nothing to do with her brains. It had everything to do with me guessing that you weren't Jewish.
But isn't the difference between just being kosher normally and being kosher specifically for Passover is that you also don't eat yeast on Passover? So maybe
No, but
there's-
this product has nothing to do with yeast.
But if that was packaged in the same factory as one that packaged bread or
Right.
loaves of bread, then I'd assume that it would then
Do they
not
make
be
bread
kosher
there?
Right.
for Passover.
No. I mean, the rabbi came and blessed the facility. What happened was
it's too complicated.
2 other products that are blended in that facility
Yeah.
wanted kosher certification.
Yeah.
So they said, "Hey, are you interested in kicking in and being kosher?
And get the rabbi
really
here. Yeah,
kosher?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So he had to make sure my ingredients were kosher.
Yeah.
The facility was kosher. Then
Yeah.
he blessed it and
Got
did
it.
whatever they do. I wasn't there, and now I can say this is kosher.
Got it. Okay.
So and gluten
Not
free
kosher and gluten free
and no MSG.
No MSG. You hear that, Lynn? That's Lynn's people's move. That's why their food tastes so good.
It's true. That's why you go to China Max all the time.
You know what I heard? I heard on Howard Stern, Gary Delabate talking about something, and his line was, "It's kind of like Chinese food. It's neither here nor there."
What?
And I started yelling at the radio. I'm like, "What?
What's that
Chinese food is very here or there."
Yeah.
It's like in your face, big flavors. I have no idea what that comment meant. I don't think he meant to say that because that made no sense.
Maybe he meant something else.
I think he meant something else. Okay, what's the next steps? Next steps for you are what? Get it everywhere? You'd like that.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
I'd love that. And the which we talked a little bit about is if you try it, you buy it.
That's true. I mean, look at what happened to me.
Yeah.
Look at these guys haven't tried it yet. They will. They'll take some home. We'll give some away. We'll figure out a way
Yeah, I'd love it.
to give some of these away. I'll have Georgie or somebody figure out some contest. My assistant, and she can put it online, and people can do something. Take pictures of, I don't know, then do something, whatever.
Send
But
your
honestly, if you're only going to have one thing, that would be it. I think that takes care of a lot of what you need for flavor in your kitchen.
Yep.
You really do.
And if you, watch a lot of cooking shows, which
Right.
I don't know if you do or don't, but they're always like salt, pepper, garlic salt.
Yeah.
I was like, hello, here it is.
I'm telling you, I keep just straight kosher salt in the other one. And this used to be salt and pepper. The little black dot on top meant that this one had salt and pepper mixed in it. I got rid of that. Now it's M salt in here. It really is. It's so good.
That's so
and I'm not
exciting.
saying it because I have to say it. I'm saying it because
know.
I honestly mean it. I wouldn't have you here if I didn't think that this thing was good.
That's awesome. Thank you.
you're
MichiganSalted.com, baby.
Michigan Salted. They can buy online, right?
Yep.
Everywhere.
Go try a little one. And you make this crazy ass thing. What is it?
We ship.
This.
I ship all over.
Look at this. You know what this is? Wait for it. They're little individual ones to take to a restaurant.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
How cute is that?
Or
That's a
your
smart
kids
idea.
Or
putting
their
their
kids.
lunch.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's how that started. My daughter's friends bring tomatoes and cucumbers to lunch.
I was just gonna say
That's
that.
very sophisticated.
Really?
lunch.
I was gonna say a little
It
cherry
is very
tomato with some
sophisticated.
of that. Oh,
Right.
We're,
because-
we're
because-
very sophisticated in Michigan.
No, you can't be. We know you're
we
not.
are.
Oh, don't make.
Because you wouldn't want to salt your tomatoes or whatever before you left for school because it would be ruined by then.
So they would put M salt in little baggies.
Yes, and they
And-
could do that.
And my little friend Lily Saunders said, Mrs. McKeel, could you make M salt to go so I could put that in my lunch?
How cute.
And I'd already thought of it and started.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm doing it, Lily. It's already in the mix.
So cute.
Well, the timing is perfect because the steak that I'm going to do now, this is the only thing that I'm going to give it. We'll be able to try it after and see how it is. That makes
Yes.
sense?
Do you have
Hell
two
yes.
steaks?
One steak.
I was saying you can do one without.
Oh, yeah, I
And
only
one with.
defrosted one. Yeah. Trust me, I know what a steak without salt tastes like.
Oh, I was saying
It
for
tastes
us.
terrible. Oh, for us. I got you. You're just hungry.
I
Well, you're not hungry.
I just wanted to try
I had
the
all that
difference.
fondue. I had all
You know,
that
I
fondue
think
stuff
I
that you
need to
didn't
try
want.
this bone-in ribeye without salt now.
Lynn.
Just a few bites.
Lynn's move when he goes to take the pictures after of the final thing. What do you want to do? You just want to take a picture of this? He goes, no, just give me a giant bowl. Let me put it in a giant bowl because he knows that's what he's going to eat.
Oh yeah.
Whatever I
That's
take a
all
picture of, I eat.
All right.
But Sam, I have to say that
yeah.
it enhances steak and chicken, but my kids love it on eggs,
Yeah.
pasta. I mean, it goes on anything but fruit and probably cereal.
Okay, quit selling now. Everybody knows how
I
much we
know.
love the stuff.
I know, but you're talking steak. It just goes
No,
on
I know.
so
I'm
much.
only kidding.
Yeah.
It does. It
No,
and
it
I've
really
been.
does.
I'm telling you, it's right there on my counter. I'm using the hell out of it.
That's awesome.
And I know. Look, I'll say there's garlic in it, but it's not like you're not like you're tasting this and
Right.
you've just put a ton of garlic, salt, and powder on your food.
Right.
It's not the ratio is really nice.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Aunt Emmeline.
Oh, thank you, Emmeline. Should be e-salt, by the way. But we love the fact that you came out here. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Hang
Appreciate
around.
it.
I'm going to cook a steak. Nobody go anywhere. When we come back, we start the steak. It's going to be so damn good. See you in a second. All right, so here's what we've got. Look at this. I don't know how much this weighs. That's a beautiful ribeye. Look how thick that is. Beautiful bone-in ribeye. You know, if you have a chance to buy a ribeye bone-in or not, without the bone, there's always more flavor when something is cooked beside the bone. Super delicious. We got it? Here's all I'm going to do. I always give it a little olive oil. Not a ton, but a little bit because I want the seasoning to stick. Just a little extra fat in the pan, right? We'll take the little Italian glass container of the salt that we just chatted about. And you need to season a piece of meat. Oh, Max, you just pulled away right when I was doing that. It's important that you see how much seasoning this gets because it's a thick, thick piece of meat and it needs a lot of seasoning.
It needs to pretty much blanket the top.
Yeah, it does.
That's usually how I judge.
I mean, it's gonna, you know, like help make the crust a little bit, but also it's all about the flavor. So now that's it. It's there. It's sitting. It's ready to go. By the way, this has been out of the fridge at least 45 minutes. It's thick. I want it room temperature. You can't cook something outside and in if it's ice cold. It's not going to happen, people. So just stop it. Cast iron pan.
Super hot already.
Since the beginning of the break, this has been on the heat. Nothing in it. Look at it. It's smoking a little bit. I couldn't touch the handle right now because I would burn the heck out of my hand. And it's there. You can start it in the oven if you want. I just put it on here. I'll leave it 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Get it as hot as you can. And now I've got this thing. So now the thing to remember with a steak is the first side that goes in the pan is going to be the presentation side. The pan's clean. That's the side that you want. So pick your side. And I'm going to choose this guy right here. So watch this. I'll turn the fan on because it's going to smoke like crazy. That's what this is all about. It's flat. The whole surface is cooking. That's steak. And
Look
yes,
at
I
that.
love the grill marks that you get outside. But I think this is the way you have to do this.
There's no doubt this is the way you got to do it.
Yeah, wow, this is so noisy in here. I got to turn up my ears to hear you.
Yeah, I got to.
So now here's what we're going to do. It's going to get about a minute and a half. And if I don't know if you can see because the bone is there. Maxie, if you go right down in here,
see that little inch of or
right
quarter
down
inch
there,
of
you can
crust.
see the color start to change, right?
Yeah.
You don't need oil in the pan. Too much oil in the pan is just going to be miserable for you. It's going to create a splatter and fat that you just don't need. So just a little bit.
This is like a private steak cooking lesson.
It's exactly what this is. It is beautiful ribeye. Beautiful ribeye. How long's it been? Has it been a minute?
It's been about
Almost.
about a minute. Yeah.
Almost a minute. Okay. So let's take a look and see how it looks right now. Let me get bigger tongs.
Almost there.
Pretty good. I'm just going to give it another 30 seconds, and then it's going to be fine. And then we're going to flip it.
I like how it fits perfectly within your cast iron
Yeah.
grill.
You know what? It's an important thing to note that you don't want to overcrowd your pan. It's a crazy. Where am I looking? Oh, that axe is showing that.
Smoke. Oh,
Right,
that way.
there's a lot of smoke. And I've got a pretty good hood. I know it's big, but the duct, I mean, we had to deal with the size of the ducting that was here when we redid the kitchen. It doesn't pull as well as it should because the ducts just aren't that big. Okay, I'm going to flip this guy. And it's going to look like that.
Ah, there
See
we
that?
go.
That you can't create that on a barbecue. You just can't.
Perfect.
You just can't. So we'll give it a little bit less time right here. I'm going to give it about, I don't know, 45 seconds, maybe a minute. And then the next most crucial step in this process, we're going to put it into the oven. It's important that you don't crowd the pan. If you crowd the pan with too much stuff, the temperature comes down, you don't sear the way you want to, then it starts, then it's like steaming it, which is not good. Whose handprint is this? Can you see that?
That's not mine, is it?
I don't, that's a big handprint. I don't know if it's mine.
I got some ice earlier. I hope it's not mine.
All right, here we go. This oven is on to 500 degrees. 500 degrees. That's a lot, right? And now here we go. Go here. In. Oh, God, it's so noisy. Here's the point, and I believe I've said this before. Let's go to the board, Max. Come on. Let me find some place I can draw. Take the pictures. I'm going to do it right here. Here's your steak. Right?
Professor Sam.
Here, we'll make it a bone-in ribeye, okay?
Okay.
You put it on the heat right here. It's going to start cooking. This does a nice job. This part, it's hard to get this part cooked before this part here becomes like a blackened mess. When it's a thick piece of meat, when it's a thick piece of fish, it's very difficult to get it cooked all the way through just on surface heat like that. So what you have to do, cook a little bit this side, flip it over, cook a little bit this side, and then throw it into the oven where you get all the way around heat that's going to now bring up the center temperature without blackening this too much. Yes, you want to sear, yes, you want to char on the top and the bottom, but you don't want it to be the color of this Sharpie. Or whatever kind of pen this is. It's
So
not
why did you
Sharpie.
pick 500 degrees? Like,
'Cause-
why was that the optimal temperature?
Because I'm trying to get it close to what it just came out of the pan at. The pan heat is super hot. I want it in there. I don't want it to take a long time. A long time. What's that mean?
Switch.
Oh, switch
Are you
places.
done over there? Yeah.
I'm done over here.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, sorry.
All the lights are set up this direction.
I don't want it to take a long time because if it takes a long time, it's just not going. It's not going to come out the right way on the inside. And now I'm going to take out my thermometer. I'm going to guess right now. It might be. We'll take a look. How long has it been in there? 2 minutes.
yeah,
Go to one, Len.
about.
Let's find out what this temperature is. I'm going to pull it right out back
Holy crap.
and bring it right here. So now if I use this and we put it in, here's the thermometer, Max, like right in the top. Still only 73 degrees in the middle of this thing, right?
And what do we need it at?
I wanted this at 130. We're cooking this for us, not for Kelly.
130, huh?
130. What do you pull it at? 125.
No, for me 130 is right on the mark. I think
Yeah.
I don't like anything
Past
too bloody.
that.
And
Yep.
yeah, definitely nothing past that either.
No,
So,
past that, no. It doesn't make me very happy.
so yeah.
I like it at this. Did you see that? What does she got, a beer?
Yeah.
Oh, she came and got herself a beer. Hon, you don't have to be all secret about it. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Quick break. I'm going to let this baby go to 130 degrees. When we come back, it will not just have gotten to 130 degrees. It'll have 5 minutes of resting time, which is so very important to the overall taste and moistureness, not a real word, of this steak. If you go away, you're going to miss this, and then you'll be pissed off. So why would you do that? Don't go away. Okay, so look at this. Hold on. Look at this beautiful steak.
Wow.
A little bit of the fat starts to come off the top like this. That's kind of weird. Let me put this down. Hold on. So now the ribeye, the thing to do if you want is just take the whole bone off, right? You could just follow along this way. Ow.
Oh my gosh, that looks so
Whoa. Shit, that's hot. Right? Oh my gosh, it's really hot. And now there's this. Look how beautiful. It was perfect for Kelly. I actually let it go a couple degrees longer than I wanted. But that's okay. But here, right, this part, it's just gorgeous. And the taste, this is the important part. Oh my God. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do it in that. Finish it in that. Then eat it. You're going to be very happy. I love an outdoor grill. It's fantastic. But I'm telling you, change it up. Cast iron pan's the way to go. And if you don't have a cast iron pan, you can buy one raw that you've got to season, or you can buy one already seasoned, and that means it's been worked in, it's ready for you, it's ready to cook. Buy one already done. They're not expensive. You get one like that size for probably 20 bucks. You know how cheap that is in the scheme of things in a kitchen? It's nothing. Why am I so angry right now?
Why are you so angry?
I have no idea,
You just had
because
a
all I've
great
got is amazing steak, perfectly cooked steak in front of me. Go close up on this, and the shot on this. We'll see you next week. Next week, Monday is football, Super Bowl. I can't say Super Bowl, I'll get sued. It's that big football game that a lot of people go to, that everybody in the country watches. That thing. All right. Goodbye. See ya.